Hello everyone, today we're going to be presenting our pitch for EDS 104. My name is Jackson and today I'll be discussing what our idea is and an overview of how our learning activities will run. We are going to utilise Minecraft education to teach Year 4 geography, focusing on the theme of where we live and why it matters. Our three lessons will consist of the following. Lesson 1 will be an introduction to Minecraft education and biomes, how to play Minecraft education and use specific features, etc. Lesson 2 will be about understanding environments, particularly the Australian environment and why Australians live in certain areas. This lesson will also discuss the effect of living in certain environments and why most people don't live in others. Students can explore and take notes. Lesson 3 will require students to design and build a small town near one of the Australian environments and discuss why they chose this location. These lessons will align with the Australian curriculum for Year 4 students, where students will understand the importance of environments, including natural vegetation and water sources, to people and animals in Australia and on another continent. This aligns with AC9 HS4 KO5.
Thank you, Jackson. So, as part of our prototype vision for this assessment task, we're aiming for students to develop an understanding on how to use Minecraft education, including simple tasks like how to build, design, and place blocks within the game. And through this understanding, we want to teach them how to build different biomes, or how to understand different biomes, sorry, and their impact on the Australian landscape. So by looking at different environments such as saltwater, grassland, forest, jungle, they can develop a better understanding of the landscapes throughout Australia and why people do or do not live near them and how they manage that lifestyle. So, teaching the students this importance of these biomes helps us in understanding the mitigation of risks posed by natural disasters, and it helps us understand why homes are designed in the way they are and really help people understand why they live where they are, which is really what we're trying to push in our overarching aim. We hope that our design lesson plan will encourage students to develop a greater understanding of where they live and why it matters. And we hope that through this understanding, they can learn about Australia's diverse natural environments and understand how people live in them, as well as understanding the challenges they are susceptible to and how these challenges can be managed sustainably. So our two digital technologies for this task is Minecraft Education and Google Classroom as our LMS. So Minecraft Education is a game-based platform that allows for inclusive learning and creativity. It's designed as a first-person game to allow for collaborative and educational learning. It offers over 600 lesson plans to engage students across different curriculums, particularly in subject areas such as history, language arts, STEM, coding, and SEL. Yeah, it's highly valuable for our lessons as we plan to teach our Year 4 students about the unique biomes present throughout Australia and educate students on natural disasters and challenges that these biomes are susceptible to, as well as how individuals can overcome them.
Thanks, Cameron. So the other technology that we'll be using is Google Classroom. We'll be using it to track and organize our learning as well as link the students to the assessment. It'll be broken up into headings for each lesson and subheadings for the learning outcomes and separate sections underneath that for the assessments. And each of those sections will have guidelines on how to complete the assessments and overall understanding of the each lesson topic. So going through the design thinking process, we go empathize, which is identify the problem. The problem being that younger students or younger audiences don't really understand the environment that they live in, it's particularly right around them and why we live the way that we live or where we live. So that's the problem that we have identified, and we'll be using research to back that. The define, so fix the problem by teaching students how to use Minecraft education. That's the first step to learn about geography and then how to access the environments that they're learning about. So those different biomes that those students might be living in, and also learning about how to, why we do things the way that we do them. Why do we build towns and suburbs or cities where they are based off location and geography? And the ideate for that is to complete all three lessons, and which will inevitably solve that problem. So that is our pitch. Thanks for listening in, and we look forward for you guys to test that out.